Hey everybody, it's Pastor James, and it's a beautiful fall day, a little foggy, cool outside. Beautiful, beautiful time of year that I dearly love. But it's also a time of year when a lot of people start dealing with sickness and vocal issues. So I just want to talk about a couple of things that hopefully will help you navigate this season and maybe even stay healthy. And if not, even if you do have some vocal issues because of sickness, maybe help you navigate through that as well. So first of all, let's talk about prevention. The biggest thing is listen to the doctors. They know what they're talking about. So drink lots of water. That's going to be key, both for preventing sickness and vocal issues, and for recovering from vocal issues. So just make sure that this season you develop a great habit of drinking lots of water every day. So that's number one. Number two is equally as important, and that's get lots of rest. Make sure you're sleeping well. Make sure that you get, the required amount, 6 to 8 hours, and 6 is really probably not enough. And I'll be the first to tell you that I'm one of the worst when it comes to not getting enough rest. But try to get enough rest. And then the other is wash your hands as much as possible, as often as possible. Just make sure you keep those hands clean, because that is the number one way that we transmit germs to one another. And then also make sure that if you're one of these people that like to share a drink with maybe your spouse, or maybe you'll take a bite of someone's food, a little sampling happening. Just make sure that during the next several months that you avoid that. It's really best. It'll help keep you healthy. So no drinking or eating after other people. Wash your hands. Drink lots of water. Make sure you keep your body hydrated, and then get lots of rest. And that's really going to be paramount to keeping you healthy. Now, if you do get sick, the best thing is just rest. Just make sure that you rest. Let your body recover. Of course, pray. Ask for prayer. There is no greater healing factor in the world than the prayer offered in faith. God can heal you just like that. So continue to pray, continue to rest, let your body recover. And if you start having vocal issues, don't sing, don't talk. Let your voice recover, especially if you start getting hoarse. That's an indication that your vocal cords are inflamed, and it could actually also be an indicator of some deeper issues with your vocal cords. So just make sure you get lots and lots of rest and let your body recover. So let's talk about what to do if you're sick and you have to sing. I mean, you're just on one of those deadlines, or you just have a commitment that you cannot get out of. Well, here's some things that might help you. Okay, first of all, we've already talked about it, but rest and fluids, rest and water, those are going to be key. Every time you get an opportunity to rest your voice and not talk, not whisper, those kind of things, do it. And by the way, I think I've already said it, but whispering is really, really bad for your vocal cords. Don't ever whisper if you can avoid it, okay? So just let your voice rest as much as you can during that time. And then when you have to sing, make sure that you're warming your voice up. Warm it up slowly, warm it up carefully, and make sure you don't warm it up too much. It's one of those things where that you can actually warm up too much. So you want to make sure the vocal cords are ready, but you don't want to push their limits either, because remember, they're already sick, they're already tired, so you only have so much time that you're going to be able to use them. So just make sure that you're cautious with that. Again, you want to make sure that they're warmed up, but don't push them to their limits. The other thing is, make sure that as you're drinking fluids, drink some pineapple juice. Just sip on it. Pure pineapple juice is fantastic. And I'm telling you, for me personally, it works better than Musician's Secret or any of those other sprays. And what I love about it on top of that is that it's all natural. So you don't have to worry about the chemicals and things that some of those have in them. And just that you can avoid those things. So try just sipping on pure pineapple juice. Drink your water, sip on some pineapple juice, and see if that helps. The last thing that you can do is you can use ibuprofen or other anti-inflammatories. The problem with those, and the thing that you need to be cautious about, is that just like things that would numb your throat, peppermint, some sprays, chloroseptic, things like that, that you never want to use when you're singing. I'm telling you, never use those things when you're singing, because you cannot feel when you start to push too hard and hurt your vocal cords. But just like those, the anti-inflammatories like ibuprofen will take away some of the pain. Pain's our friend. It tells us when things are going wrong. It tells us when we're pushing too hard for that particular situation. And even reducing the inflammation will give us a false sense of vocal health. So you want to make sure, if you do have to use ibuprofen, that you're being very cautious about how you sing. Make sure that you support the tone with your breath. Make sure that you're keeping everything nice and relaxed, and that you're not singing too hard. And again, rest. Rest as much as you can. And if there's any way that you can get out of singing when your voice is hoarse, you might want to consider doing it, because the long-term health of your vocal cords is probably better than the short-term pain of not being able to sing a particular number. But we've all been there. We've all been where we have to sing, and we really don't have a choice. So if you do, you can try these things. So I hope all this helps, and I hope you have a fantastic season. I hope you stay nice and healthy. And again, for me, I want to just encourage you one more time that number one on your list, and I maybe didn't say it this way before, number one on your list should be prayer. Pray always. Pray always. Ask the Lord to keep you healthy, and then you can try these other things as well. Blessings to you. God bless. Have a great day. Bye-bye.